The show now is Chintan Mehta. He's CEO at Abans Holdings. Chintan, hi, thank you so much for joining us. And it clearly is commodities in focus, where we have seen a good amount of profit taking in this week itself on the back of weak China data, the US Fed meeting minutes, and the strength in US dollar index as well, which is trading at above 103. What is your sense that you see, first of all, on the precious metals as a sector itself? Because we have seen a very sharp decline onto this one. 1900 has given way on the lower side. In the Indian markets, because of the rupee at 83, we haven't seen those kind of calculations work out. But what's your sense going forward for precious metals as a space?
See, as you rightly said, because of this market disruptions in China, whereas the largest real estate player has defaulted or about to default, and the shadow banking is also defaulting on the payment to the investors. So there is a lot of panic in the market, as well as there are news of Fitch downgrading the major banks of US, supposed to be downgraded the major banks of the US. So there is a lot of chaos in the world market. So cash is king is kind of scenario. So actually what is happening is there is a selling across the asset class and people are getting into on cash mode. So that is the reason you are seeing the sell off in across the all asset class, including the precious metals. So we saw that 1900 has been given and 1890 the low was made. But once again, when we are seeing that there is we are seeing some recovery from the lower level. So my guess on this would be this all are excellent buy levels, but we cannot do bottom fishing. So what we have to do is we have to keep on adding your gold and silver to your portfolio for medium to long term in a very handsome return on this. But you might see some pain and we might see some sell off because it is getting across the all asset class and people just want to hold on cash.
Oh, well, absolutely. While, of course, good gains is what you can anticipate out of precious metals in a longer term. How would you also look at base metals as a sector? Because this is a third straight week that we have seen declines come in for this. So whether it's copper trading at a 7-week low, zinc at 2.5-month lows, and that list just about continues because whether it's nickel, aluminum, steel, iron ore, all of that is trading in the negative and the fundamentals are pretty same. But do you see any buying opportunities arising in metals?
See, Manisha, as I told you, this weakening of Chinese data which is coming out and it is not getting better at all. Even though rate was been reduced in the lending rate was reduced by the Central Bank of China, it is not market is not yet comfortable. And that is the reason what we are seeing is there are sell-off across the asset classes because people are anticipating there may not be a reasonable demand for a longer tenure in China unless and until government do something which is out of the box. So that is the reason if you see all the stock levels were getting reduced from 1 year low in LME, but from last 1 month it is getting once again the numbers are getting above the what it was before 1 month. So demand has been reduced. Still, these all are fundamentally they all are a very good buy case. See if you, for the if you for the case Department of Energy of US has included copper into critical metal as well as the aluminium. If you see, it is at a wonderful level to buy. But as I told you, there might be a sell-off across the commodities just to keep the cash in hand and to save even on the carry costs and everything rather and they are getting handsome return on the treasury they are buying. So as of now, till the time risk aversion is there and that risk aversion is there, people would try to be on a cash and not to be deployed under any metal. So base metals are not different thing. But yeah, aluminium and copper makes a wonderful case to buy on a dips.
Much of the reaction that we've seen across macros, as you and me have just discussed, also seem to be coming in on the dollar index, where we have seen a constant gain, 7-week highs onto that one. 103 is holding, with reports now suggesting that 104, even 105 could be on cards. If that happens, there could be further pressure in many of these asset classes. What's your sense on dollar index? Because that really seems to be the center of attraction right now.
See, definitely. Say for the in the US, what is happening is that basically central bank just wanted to keep 2% as their inflation target, and they seems to be very serious about it, and they are not considering. They do not want to go soft unless and until they are seeing some reasonable change in the inflation or the job numbers. All things are very robust. Even the minutes which came yesterday, they are pretty sure that they might or might not raise the interest in the current next meeting when it comes, but they are still very hawkish. they always wanted to maintain that stand of 2% inflation rate. Whereas because of this high interest rate, there will be a lot of banks, small banks will come under pressure, and US market in a jittery stage. So yeah, we cannot rule out a higher dollar index, but I think at one level when there is a problems in the economy would surface, I think central bank have to stop or they have to cap out on interest rate, and then we can see rally in all the other asset class, and dollar would be kept out at some odd level. Dollar index can be kept out at some level around 10380 or 104, as you rightly said.
One final question, Chintan. So while you do suggest a buy in gold and silver at lower levels, what's your sense on metals, where we do understand that not everything is working in favor, but do you see any buying opportunity? I mean, is there a favorite metal that you're looking at?
My favorite metal would be aluminium. At every level, when it is going down, I think it is making a lot of business case because this all are industrial usage materials. So
Yes.
if the economy revives, this would be the first metal will go off, off the shelf very quickly because it is having a lesser stock than 1 year back in LME, and premium can just jump off.
Okay.
So as per my understanding, if the risk on keeps come in, then aluminium would be the first metal to outperform the other metals.
Fair. We have noted that. Thank you so much, Chintan, for joining us. So gold, silver, aluminum, keep your eye on all of these metals there. We have a fair chance of gaining onto these one. But with that, it's wrap on this halftime report. Business Lunch will take all the action forward.